Good morning, my loves. Happy Friday. It's about 6:30 this morning. This is the first Friday of 2026. I hope you're having a good new year so far. Today's topic, we have to talk about it. We have to get this out of the way. Are you in an abusive relationship? Honey, are you being abused? Are you the abuser? So often, and that I know for a lot of people, this is just unfathomable. A lot of people don't realize they're in an abusive relationship because it has become their norm. It may be the way they were raised. They don't realize that they're the abuser because they were raised to treat people like this. To them, it's the norm. Honey, it's not. This morning on social media, I posted, I think there's a list of 20 things that are red flags. Are you in an abusive relationship? I want to say there's 18 or 20. I'm just going to kind of skim over a few of them, okay? Please, please watch this video, share it with someone you know, share it with your network, share it with someone you know that might be an abuser, that might be being abused, okay? You might save their life. So, first of all, we all know the basic types of abuse: sexual abuse, rape, sodomy. People are, for the most part, aware of that. If somebody says no, no means no. If you force yourself on someone, that's rape. If they are a minor under the age of 18, that is statutory rape. I don't care the age of the abuser. If the victim is under the age of 18, that's a felony. That's big. So keep that in mind. And I know, because I hear this all the time, well, they looked older. I don't care. Well, they had an ID. Honey, people get fake IDs. Please be smart. No means no. Control your urges. You know, we're not feral animals running around in the outback. Just please be smart. So that's sexual abuse, physical violence, raising your hand to anyone, raising your hand, throwing something at them, hitting them with anything, physical abuse, battery. Getting in somebody's space is assault. When you physically hurt them, spit on them, kick them, shove them, slap them, pull their hair, that is a battery. You can go to jail for that. Absolutely. If you injure an animal, again, that's against the law. You cannot do that. Okay? Financial abuse. There are people who will make you account for every penny. They will send you to the store with $10 to get 2 cans of soup and a loaf of bread, and you come back and they're going to count the change. And if it's off 1 penny, they're going to beat the holy hell out of you. They want you to account for every penny spent in the household. They may give you an allowance. Instead of treating you like an adult, you have a joint account. And instead of you being able to go out and buy your own lunch or buy a cup of coffee or whatever, no, they give you what they want you to spend. They control the money. They control the bills. They control the cable. They control the internet. They control the money. They control the power. And that's what abuse is all about: power and control. Financial abuse is more rampant than you think. And it can be very subtle. So I want you to think about this. So, are people, is whomever, are you a victim of, is there abuse in your relationship? Is someone trying to threaten or intimidate you? They can give you the look like, I'm going to come after you. You know what's going to happen. Don't make me do this to you again. Are they threatening to hurt your children, your family, your pets? Are they abusing your children? Are they abusing your pets? It's not normal. It's not right. It's illegal. Don't let it happen on your watch. If anybody raises their hand to you, hits you, kicks you, pulls your hair, shoves you, punches you, shoves you into a wall, through a window, I don't care. Honey, That's abuse. If they keep you away from your family, if they isolate you, they don't like your friends, they don't like your family, you're all they need. You don't need them. You have me. That's a problem. That is a big problem because by isolating you, they control you. It's like putting you in solitary confinement. Do they, and I have seen this happen, when they leave, do they lock you inside the house? Seriously. Do they leave and have external locks, not like the lock on the door, but external padlocks on the house, the windows, and so that you can't get out when they go to work? There are people that think that's normal. Honey, it's not. Do they keep your children from having friends? Do they keep your children from going to school? Do they prevent you from getting a job, from having hobbies? Do they keep you from going to church, being active in the community? Do they allow you to walk over and get the mail by yourself, or do they have to go with you? Are they always accusing you of cheating? Always. I saw the way you looked at them. I know you're texting other people. That's why you can't have a phone. Seriously? You're an adult. You're allowed to have a phone. And you're allowed to glance at people, not leer and not be creepy. But, I mean, if somebody walks in your line of sight, you can look at them. Are they accusing you? Are they manufacturing, making up things that they think you have done? While they were at work, you've had people in the house. You've been calling people, texting people, going places behind their back. Are they tracking your phone? Are they tracking you? Do they have a GPS monitor on your vehicle? Do they have an AirTag in your purse, in your wallet, in your shoes? These are just a few of the things to be on the lookout for. I see this on a regular basis. I get these calls on a regular basis. So often they don't realize it because so often it's gradual. You start seeing somebody and it's wonderful. And then they don't really like your friends. You don't want to go out with them. I don't like the way they behave. They're not a good influence on you. So, okay, fine. You don't go out and, have cocktails with your friend. You don't go out for pizza. You don't do this. You're home more. Well, then they don't like your family. Maybe they don't like the way you dress. They don't like what you watch on TV. They don't like the movies you watch. It's about control and manipulation. Please, please take this seriously. The first time anyone raises their hand to you, throws something at you, points a weapon at you, hurts you, your child, your pets, get out and do not go back. Get out. If you are in a situation that you've been in for a while and you know you're being abused, you know you're being terrorized in your own home, I want you to come up with a game plan. I want you to get your documents together. That would be driver's license, birth certificates, passports, your papers, whatever that may be, the kids' immunization records, whatever it is, get them in a safe space. Have a bag ready to rock and roll. Have a pet carrier ready, because when you go, you're not going to be able to go back. You're not going to be able to make another trip. When you head out of there, you're going to have the kids, you're going to have the pets, you're going to get them in a car, you're going to have a friend come pick you up, you're going to call an Uber, whatever it is. That's your escape. One time, one chance, get the hell out. Do not go back. Do not share with family members of your abusers, friends of your abusers, mutual acquaintances of your abuser, where you are, where you're going, or that you have a plan. Because it will get back to them. And then it will get ugly. And I know there will people that will say, if you leave, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill the kids, I'm going to kill the pets, I'm killing everybody. There are people that will say, if you leave, I will hurt myself. That's on them. Don't let them hold you hostage like that. You have to get out. You have to get safe. You owe that to yourself. You owe it to your kids. You owe it to your pets. Call the police. Report it to the police. It is a crime. And if your local police department isn't paying any attention, go to the state police, the state troopers. Absolutely. Get out, get safe. Now, hopefully you will not be hearing from your abuser after you leave. If you do, they will lie to you. I'm sorry, it won't ever happen again. Hang on. I'm sorry, it will never happen again. It was my bad, my mistake. You know I get like this when I drink. You know how stressful my job is. Honey, I was in an abusive relationship. I've heard this. My ex was an attorney. He knew all the angles. They're lying. You go back, it's called the honeymoon period. Because for 2 or 3 weeks, maybe a month, everything will be fine until one day something beyond your control sets them off. And you find yourself being thrown down a flight of stairs. You did nothing. You did absolutely nothing. Doesn't matter. Because they know they can take it out on you. They know they can control and manipulate you. They can't control and manipulate the world, but they can control and manipulate you, your kids, your pets. Get out and stay out. Your life depends on it. You are worthy of love and respect and being safe and happy. Having a wonderful life. Your kids having a good life, going to school and making friends, having sleepovers, going to the park. You are worthy. Please get out. Once you're out, I want you to take yourself, your kids, and of course the pet, get medical examinations. Make sure you're okay. If you need therapy, get therapy, and most likely you will need therapy because this messes with your mind. The gaslighting, because they're telling you it's all your fault. Every time they hit you, it's your fault because you made them hit you. Yeah, no, not so much. You have no control over them taking their fist and hitting you in the face with it. Them kicking you in the stomach. No, it's a them thing, not a you thing. Get out. Get checked. Get in therapy. Get in therapy so that you can work through this because you're worthy. Let the kids get the help that they need. Okay? You may have to go into a shelter. There are safe houses for victims of domestic violence, and they are safe and they are secure. Please, I am begging you. I want you safe. I want you happy. I want 2026 to be the year that you decide, I'm getting out of this hellhole. Once you make the decision, I am getting out, you automatically, that decision, you transition from being a victim to being a survivor. I'm going to survive this. I'm going to get out. I'm going to get my kids out, my pets out, and we're going to make it happen. You're switching from victim to survivor. You can do this. I have faith in you. And if whoever sees this, if you are the abuser, maybe when you were growing up, this is how the adults in your family behaved. Maybe as a child, you were beaten. You saw your parents beat each other. Honey, that doesn't make it right. That doesn't make it normal just because you witnessed it. It's not normal. It's not legal. I want you to think for just a minute how you felt every time that happened to you. Every time you were hit, slapped, kicked, raped, deprived of food. How did you feel? The humiliation, the embarrassment, the pain that hurt all the way to your soul? The tears you cried? Why would you wish that on someone else? These are learned behaviors. These are learned patterns. And if they're learned, they can be unlearned. It's going to take a while. It's going to take some hefty therapy because first of all, baby, you need to learn to love yourself. You need to learn that everything that happened to you in the past was not your fault. You were a victim. And once you recognize that, you have the control, you have the ability to break that cycle of abuse, and you're worthy of that. Every time somebody kicked you and put you down and told you you were stupid, honey, That means nothing. They could tell you you're a pink polka dot giraffe. It doesn't make it true. If any of this rings a bell, you find yourself hitting people, getting drunk, pointing guns at people, doing drugs in front of people, forcing other people to do drugs, forcing your children to do drugs, you got a problem. Get the help you need. I have had, in all of my years, over 20 years of doing this, I've had one person that realized this was a problem, and they actually went to the police and turned themselves in as an abuser. I was so proud of that person. I was just so incredibly proud because that took courage. They realized they needed the help. It was that bad. They hurt somebody. And it was somebody they actually loved that loved them. And they realized this isn't how you're supposed to treat people that you love. They want somebody to love them. They don't know how to make it happen, but you can't do it by punching somebody. You can't beat somebody into loving you. And they turned themselves in. That was probably one of the bravest things I've ever seen. That was pretty awesome. If you're a victim, get out, get help. If you are an abuser, get out, get help. You are worthy of love and respect and kindness and compassion. Not only from other people, but from yourself. Please get the help you need, get the help you deserve, because you're worthy.